Welcome to Ritiprajna Institute of Artificial Intelligence. Today, we'll explore the fascinating field of data science. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science are some of the most talked about fields of the industry currently. Internet is full of videos and documents over these subjects. However, this video is going to be very unique. We have leveraged our 20 plus years of industry experience in the areas of artificial intelligence, data science, and machine learning that spreads across various domains. Additionally, we have conducted deep research from various sources to prepare this video. This video is for everyone, for students, for professionals, and for curious learners. I will first start with giving you a high-level overview of what is artificial intelligence, followed by explaining how two words, data and science, blends together to create the term data science. Let me begin with giving you a high-level overview of what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is defined as the ability of machines and computers to mimic human intelligence by thinking, learning, and making decisions to perform tasks on their own. We all come across one or other application of AI in our day-to-day life. For example, smartphones today allow you to unlock the phone using your face instead of typing a PIN or password. This is called face unlock on Android phones and Face ID on iPhones. Here, artificial intelligence is used to identify your unique facial feature to unlock your phone. Your smartphone uses AI to correct typing errors and suggest words as you type. In fact, there are hundreds of applications of AI starting from everyday life to science and space. Data science is the core of those artificial intelligence systems. Data science helps AI to think and make decisions like humans. In short, data science is the backbone of artificial intelligence. In order to understand what is data science, we have to understand the building blocks of the term data science. People clearly notice the term data science comprises of two words, data and science. Now let's try to understand these two words, data and science first. Now let me begin with the term data. The term data refers to raw facts, figures or observations such as numbers, words or images. A simple example of data is your electricity bill of a particular month. It contains information like how many units of electricity you have consumed, billing date, the amount you need to pay, and the payment due date. All this information is data. This helps you to understand your electricity usage and associated costs. Let's find out the roots and the history of the word data. The word data originates from the Latin term datum, and datum means something given or being granted. In simple words, datum means a piece of information. Data is the plural form of datum and refers to multiple pieces of information. If you look at the history of data, it spans millennia, starting from ancient times to modern era. And in the current world, we generate 400 million terabytes of data on daily basis. Our farmers grow better crops by monitoring soil and weather conditions. Our doctors rely on data to diagnose disease more accurately and hence develop better treatments. Thanks to data. Hence, data is no longer just numbers on your screen. It is the unsung hero of much of the progress that we see today. touching everything from our home to our workspace. Now let me give you an overview of the second term, science. Science comes from the Latin word scientia, meaning of which is knowledge. We all know science is the process of exploring and understanding how the world works through observation, experiments, and evidence. Science is asking questions and finding answers. We all know why science is important to us. Science helps us to understand phenomena. It explains how the universe works, from gravity to genetics. Science helps us to innovate. Scientific discoveries drive technological progress from electricity to space innovation. And science helps us to improve lives. Vaccines, renewable energy, and artificial intelligence solutions all stem from scientific research. So far I have explained the term data and the term science. In summary, data means raw facts and observations, and science is a structured way of testing and learning. If we combine these two, we can say that data science is the structured, testable inquiry of raw facts and observations to gain insight. So, data science is about using scientific methods in a structured way to study data. It's the perfect mix of the terms data and science, and they are working together to create something powerful. What we get as a result? Practical insights that drive smart decisions and fuel innovation. It helps to gain knowledge, discover patterns, and solve real world problems using data. We come across many use cases where data science has been used for decision making on our daily life. Do you know how meteorological department predict if it will rain tomorrow? For this, first they gather huge amount of data on temperature, humidity, and wind speed. They get this data from their satellites and weather stations. Then they use data science algorithms to study this information and compare it with past weather patterns. Based on this, they make a forecast about whether it will rain or not. After having understood what is data science, we need to know what are the key elements, must to have components of data science. Data science is built on 4 key elements. They are first, empirical basis, the second one is systematic process, the third one is testability and reproducibility, and the fourth one is dynamic nature. Now let's try to understand what each of these must to have components of data science is. Let's begin with the first key component of data science, which is empirical basis. Empirical basis says that data science relies on measurable data to test hypotheses and validate it. Means making decisions or conclusions based on real facts, data, and experience instead of just guesses or opinions. The second component is systematic process. What does this say? It says that we have to follow a structured, step-by-step approach to solve problems effectively. It mirrors the scientific method involving data collection, preparation, and experimentation. The third component, testability and reproducibility, says that data science insights and models are rigorously tested for reliability. The fourth key element of data science is dynamic nature. And what does this say? This says that as and when new data emerges, insights are refined to stay relevant in changing context. Data science is the buzzword of the industry in today's world. However, the history of data science traces back to as early as 1960s and 70s. Let me talk about some of the key milestones of the history and evolution of data science. In 1962, John Tukey, in his paper titled The Future of Data Analysis, published in the Annals of Mathematical Statistics, argued that data analysis should be treated as a separate discipline and distinct from traditional statistics. In 1974, Peter North authored a book, Concise Survey of Computer Methods, and this book talks about various computational techniques for data analysis. Peter North's work laid the foundation for data-driven decision making, which later evolved into what we now call data science. In the year 1977, International Association for Statistical Computing was established with a mission to promote the link between statistical methods and computational techniques. Here the mission was to foster the use of computational methods in statistics. In 1997, C.F. Jeff Wu, in a lecture at University of Michigan, proposed renaming statistics as data science. And in the year of 2001, Jeff Wu became the first professor of data science, marking the beginning of data science as a recognized field. In 2001, William S. Lemonade proposed the six-domain framework as a way to redefine statistics and integrate it with computing to create what we call data science. He proposed expanding the field of statistics into 6 key different areas. They are applying statistics to real-world problems, creating new methods for analyzing data, using computing as a core tool, improving how data is stored, evaluating the tool we use, and advancing theory. In fact, this framework laid the foundation for modern data science. In 2002, Committee on Data for Science and Technology of International Council for Science launched the Data Science Journal. This was one of the first times data science was used in an official academic context. In the year 2008, the term gained widespread attention when DJ Patil and Jeff Hammerberger coined the term data scientist to describe their roles at LinkedIn and Facebook respectively. This marked the transition of data science into a recognized profession. In 2012, Harvard Business Review published a landmark article titled Data Scientist, the Sexiest Job of 21st Century, written by Thomas H. Ravenport and DJ Patil. This bold headline captured the global attention and marked the moment when data science officially went mainstream, becoming one of the most sought after and high impact careers in the world. Friends, in this video, I explained you what is data and what is science. Also, I explained you what is data science and its history and its evolution. In today's world, data is just like digital gold. Organizations rely on data science to unlock insights, improve efficiency, and drive innovation. Data science is shaping the future, starting from personalized recommendations to self-driving cars. If you found this video useful, please do not forget to like, comment, and share. In our upcoming videos, we will talk about how you can become a data scientist. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.